Okay, so this is a quick demonstration of the actual buy-sell agreement itself. Now there's three basic parts to the buy-sell agreement. So firstly we have the principals involved, and I'll put down myself and Gus there and our addresses. The second part is the shareholders, which you'll see we have our family trust as the shareholders. And then the third part is the business itself, which is listed here. So listen, it's worth reading through the agreement in your own time. There is a lot of legal mumbo-jumbo, but it is relatively easy to read. The main areas to be aware of is, firstly, Part 6, the buy-sell options, and this explains how the formula for the exiting shareholder, how their shares are basically redeemed and then distributed amongst the remaining shareholders. It's pretty straightforward. It's based on their percentage ownership. The other main clause is point 8, and this is where you have what's called an unpaid balance in the insurance. So it's like having an excess, like your car insurance, and there's three scenarios where you can have a shortfall in the insurance. Firstly, you might have one of the directors that is uninsurable. Secondly, you might have someone who's in their late 50s, early 60s, and the premium's quite high, in which scenario he might go for a smaller amount of insurance than what he needs. In which case, let's say he needed $1 million and he had $500,000 worth of insurance just due to affordability. The extra 500 that he needed would come under this clause. And the third scenario is where you have a business that is potentially worth more than the insurance covers the shareholding. So if you had, say, a $5 million business with two owners and they needed $2.5 million cover each, the maximum we can do at the moment is 1.5. We hope that'll go up to 2 or 2.5 shortly, but at the moment it's 1.5. So in that scenario, they need 2.5. There's only 1.5 available. They'll have a $1 million shortfall in the insurance. So in that scenario, it says here that any shortfall will be paid by 40 quarterly consecutive instalments. So that's over 10 years. Now, the only thing on this legal document you can change is this 40. You could reduce that down to, say, 5 years, which would be 20 quarterly instalments. If you do cross that out and put in another number, you need everyone to initial next to this section here in point A. And that includes everyone who signs a document: witnesses, shareholders, directors, and so on. The second point here it says is that interest will be payable at the 10-year government bond rate on that unpaid balance. So it's like an ongoing income annuity stream. And thirdly, it does say that the remaining shareholders can pay that balance out prior to the actual due date without any penalty. So they can pay it out earlier. And listen, when you get into companies that are worth 5 and 10 million and the shortfall's only $1 million, they should have enough cash flow to take out a loan and cut ties and pay out the estate or the exiting shareholders' share. So it's just there as a security blanket. $1.5 million will go a long way to appeasing the family of the exiting shareholder. But if you do need more than that, or if there is a shortfall, this clause is in there. So I'll scroll down a bit further, and at the end here, it's been very clearly laid out, unlike a lot of legal documents, where to sign. So there's three areas: the principals, where it'll already have names in there, so it's done in a way where you could actually post this stuff out directly to the clients and they should be able to follow it through. The second area they need to sign is as shareholders, and you'll see there on behalf of the family trusts. And then the third area is the company itself, and the directors need to sign off there. Now at the end here, you'll see there's a schedule, and you'll see that it has the principals and our 50% shareholdings by our family trust, and then you'll see here that the market value is written in there, $2 million. So it's all very straightforward and easy to follow. If you have any queries, just give us a call. As I said, Hall and Wilcox have done the agreement. If there's ever any issues, they're the ones to contact. But all you've got to do each year is renew the process, and most of the time all that will happen is that market value will change. So that's the legal agreement. Have a read through it. It's very easy to read. And if you have any queries, let us know.